Dear Mr. 2020, I need you to spell things out for me slowly and literally. That's the way I think. I've watched your videos for years. I've gotten your emails for years. And I just need you to slowly and literally give me what I need. Thanks. My name is Mr. 2020. You are listening to the Power of Imagination podcast. Ready? Slowly and literally. That's a state that you've been living from for a long time. And it's been giving you a slow and a literal experience. And that's okay. And I hear my little laughter at the end there. It is okay. I used to be a great employee. I started my own business when I was, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. I was young. Bob Wenger, his wife held a prayer meeting every Wednesday morning in their living room, and Bob didn't go. My mom did. I didn't. And me and Bob became friends. He was an old fella, I was a young fella. And he took me to the Mennonite publishing house where they printed books. And then he took me to his garage and said, "Would you like some paper?" Because he collected the offcuts of paper and used them for fascinating things. Think origami. Magical. And I said, "Yes, please." And he gave me like 10 different kinds of paper in a little bag that I took home. And one of them was business card stock. And I realized I could be in business. And so I wrote on the front of the business card stock, "Will do yard work for money," and on the back I put my phone number. And I went to the richest neighborhood in Scottsdale, Pennsylvania, and I put my homemade little business cards in these rich people's mailboxes. And I instantly had 3 clients. The first one was Florence Martz. Turns out she was a major in the Civil Air Patrol, the school nurse. And she gave me a chance. And I was a great employee for her and for the other 2 people. When I said I'd work for an hour, I was there 10 minutes before, and I tended to stay about 10 minutes after. I learned that from my dad. Be a good employee. And I also learned from my dad a different way of life. My dad had a tree farm. 3-acre tree farm. Spring Glory Nursery. And he gave up on it. He gave up on it because along came Kmart and Ames, and they started selling trees at way below the price that he could. The thing is, their trees weren't all that nice, but they were cheap. And he said they're buying cheap. And I get it. This was about 1976 when Carter was in office. The Depression was going on. People were standing in line for getting petrol. Maybe it was a little earlier than 76. I think so. But I seem to digress. Anyway, literal. Slow. Explanations. Those will get you so far. Being a great employee got me so far. I decided to become a great entrepreneur. In other words, I'm up at 5 in the morning, and I play pretty full on till about 10 or 11 o'clock every day, giving to my people. Doing live calls, hundreds of comments, writing articles, making podcasts. It's a different strategy. And what I'm inviting you to is a different strategy. We've got some cool little products. I really would love if you invested in those. The Feel It Real Power Pack is essential. Print it out and use the workbook. The workbook and the Feel It Real Power Pack, which you can get at NevilleGoddardStore.com. By the way, you can get it elsewhere for cheaper, but we don't make any money off of that. And personally, I believe in rewarding those who give to me. So NevilleGoddardStore.com. That's the place where you can get our goodies, where we make money, where you can invest in the project and in you at the same time. But let's keep going. ManifestingMasteryCourse.com. You're going to find a blend and a balance in there of very literal and some metaphors and some storytelling and some little tiny exercises every day. And that will stretch you behind slow, step-by-step, and literal. Because life happens at the speed of life. Sometimes life happens at slow, step-by-step, and literal. Other times, dance happens at different speeds. It's the tango. You came here to tango. Slow, step-by-step, and literal, that was Catholic school for me. Some kids needed it. I was bored to tears. But I've learned how to play in both realms. I can go step-by-step, slow, step-by-step, and literal. And I can invite people that are there to dance. See, I've gone from fast to being able to work in medium and slow, to point things out like this episode is. It's pointing out a pattern, one that I invite you to live beyond. So that's what I got today. NevilleGoddardStore.com. You can join Manifesting Mastery course there, and you can get the Feel It Real Power Pack there, and you can change your life there. Easy peasy pumpkin pie. And now, what I want you to do is just do this. Something else slow, simple, step-by-step, literal. Close your eyes and breathe. And while your eyes are closed and while you're breathing, breathe as though you've got gold from this episode. And as you close your eyes and as you breathe, imagine, if you want to, sending me your Manifesting Mastery course updates. There's a reason why we ask for them every 7 days. Because we want to walk step by step with you. Here, a little comment to us, a couple sentences, a short paragraph or two, helps us dance with you. Imagine sending us those and hearing back from us, rejoicing about your shifts and successes. Because my name is Mr. 2020 and you've been listening to the Power of Imagination podcast. Sharing is caring. You get that I took some time to share something about me, about the truth that sets us free? Share the show. Who knows who you will bless. See ya.